Hi everyone, Rohara here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a themed micro museum speed build in 2-Point Museum. For my theme, I decided to go with horses, so I made my museum in the shape of a horseshoe. And here I am laying out some of the bigger items such as the zig zebra habitat, the aquarium, and the staff room and bathrooms. I also started plopping down some of the exhibits I wanted to use. So with it being a micro museum, I'm only using 5 exhibits and also 1 interactive display. I also have a cafeteria that I wanted to have in here, so I have the general size of that. And positioning, I wanted to make it a barn theme to go along with the horse theme we have going on, so made everything kind of dark wooden colors. Here I am doing the gift shop. Had a little bit of issues with the sizing on this one, so I had to take in some of the zig zebra habitat. Started decorating that as well. Once I was done with that, I was able to start doing a little bit more of the staging and placement of decor items for the rest of the museum. Was able to squeeze in the stands right there for the ticket stands, right in front of the zig zebras. Started doing a little bit more theming, made the bathroom a little bit more safari and barn-like to go with the rest of the museum. Here, I wanted this back area to really feel like a barn, so I did a lot of dark wood colors and paneling, the dark lighting. Wanted a blacksmithing area across from the cafeteria here. So we have the fire easing wagon, and next to it, I wanted to do a little blacksmith demo area. So I kind of plopped out a bunch of items that I thought fit the vibe and kind of played with it for a little bit to see what I liked, started getting little groups together for theming, finally settled on a blacksmith design I liked, which was coming up here in a second. Once I was done with placing all the blacksmith stuff, I started working a little bit more on the stable area where our haunted rocking horse exhibit goes. Had a little section here that leads into the staff room, so made that a little bit more branded and on theme as well. Had a little bit issues with the door and just some items being in the way of that being able to function properly, so I messed with that. Also worked on the staff room, making it a bit darker, more leather couch feeling. Very small area, so had to fit a lot of stuff into this small space, but it's still functional. Completed the cafeteria there, made it more of a barn theme. With this part, I wanted to have the stable have a little pay and feed the horses section. So I have a little candy apple stand so people can go buy apples to feed the horses in the stable. In this front left section here, I wanted to put the horse head statue that you can get randomly throughout your time playing. More on that later. Had some issues with the door, wanting to change the theme of it here, fixed that up. Continued working on the barn area and this front entry as well, making it all on brand with the whole horse thing we have going on here. More things in the blacksmith area I thought to add. We started working on the right side a little bit more, got the map kiosk set up. We are working on the gift shop, making it a wooden barn theme, again, fitting with the whole horse theme. Gonna decide on some options for the paneling and the floors, but kind of want something a little bit different than what we've been doing, so we went with something a little bit more classier for the gift shop. Put some signage up around the front, because I figured that's what would be in the front of the museum. Started working on the aquarium here. I really like this little section that has the coral. I really wanted to fill it up completely with a bunch of color, and I think it looks really nice. Then we have the interactive display here that we did a little bit decor for it as well. And then I had this little empty section, so I made kind of a grass pasture area. We have some apple trees up for the horses. Just a little relaxing, beautified area of the museum. Then I added some more donation stands, filled in some gaps for spaces that might have needed something, moved a few things around, tidied up the bathroom, and there you have it, my speed build museum. Now that we're done with the speed build, let me give you a quick tour of the museum in its entirety. So as soon as you walk in, you're greeted with a whole bunch of zig zebras, which are my favorite animal in the game. So cute. can get your tickets here at the front with them. To the left, you have your bathrooms there, and we also have our staff room. And here, where our lovely assistant is taking their selfie, is where my horse head statue would be if I was able to get one. I waited for so long for the game to give me one, and it's random when they appear, and it never did send one my way. And so we're gonna pretend that if we had it, it would go there. Let's do some post-editing horse head statue magic. Ready? Ta-da! There it is! Looks great, right? Okay. Going past our ghost statue, here we actually have a stable, and this is where I chose to put a second horse exhibit to make up for the lack of horse head statue. Here I like to think that these haunted horses are actual horses in a stable. Here we have a candy apple stand, which in my mind is like going to get treats to give the horses. We have crates of apples and carrots behind them, and then these people can go over here and feed treats to the horses. Across the way we have another little resting spot, and we have our cafeteria. I want to design the cafeteria to kind of resemble a barn, so that's the vibe we went with here. Across from the cafeteria and in the back of the barn, we have a fire easing wagon exhibit, and we also have next to it a blacksmith area. For this little blacksmith area, it makes me think of a Renaissance fair where you can watch demos of artisans practicing their craft, making horseshoes, wagon wheels, anything kind of related to horses or maybe the medieval times era. Going back to the other side of our horseshoe, we have a map kiosk and a vending machine for drinks over here. Next to it, we have our gift shop, kind of a wooden barn door themed gift shop. Across from it, we have a really nice viewing area, the Zig Zebras, with tons of nice green trees and shade, which continues along over here. I had a little bit extra space, so I made a little garden area with unicorns and apple trees to help feed the horses. And back here we have the Seahorse exhibit and the Seahorse Racers interactive display. Obviously these two fit very well together with their theming. I think my favorite part of this area is this really narrow but beautiful coral decoration for the seahorses. Even though I guess they all want to be over here right now. Honestly, kind of rude. But that concludes our tour of the Horse Museum. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What was your favorite part? What kind of museum would you like to see done in the future? I would love to have your feedback. I really enjoy doing these kind of speed builds and themed builds, so please let me know if you have a theme in mind that would be fun for me to tackle. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, everybody!